Can you hear me tonight? Let me know down below if you can hear me, because then we got 50% of this little show going. But first of all, let me know, how are you lovely, lovely, sexy looking people doing? And remember, this little stream of ours is only for the sexy looking people.
This dance ain't for everybody. Only the sexy people.
Yeah. So we need to know, is the sound okay? Because I know we, technical issues all around, right? And remember, thank you, Shahid. I mean, he's my soul brother. I mean, we created this together, and he's always there when I am. It's amazing. Thank you so much, Shahid. Love you. But you know what's funny? We are streaming today from Ukraine, right? I mean, we spent a lot of time in France. In France, we can't get no good internet connection. So we are currently in Ukraine. And that's no joke. We're right here where there's action, right? Right here. I gotta look over here. We even got Igor here. I mean, he's been here now for 6 months, but he's happy that he doesn't have to go to the front. I'm not right there, but I am in Ukraine. You know that, right? All I'm saying is, Ukraine still has electricity. It has one of the best internet connections that we can stream. So viva la Ukraine. Anyway, today it is a little bit catching up. I can't even believe I'm here. Bitcoin 12,000. When it's gonna hit it? We're gonna look at some analysis. It's very quick. If you stick around for another 5 minutes, you'll basically know what the whole stream was about. No, furthermore, we're also gonna go and look at some topics, and I got a little bit to share, and I really hope that this will be the first stream of many to come on a consistent basis. So I am so excited. Edouard Finet is here. You know what? It's always good to see old friends. How have you been? I can only say maybe you took a little vacation, but now it's the right time to come back. Let me know. I'm so happy here. But let's start, because we got many things to talk about. I'm happy you're here. I hope you're happy I'm here. I am the little channel on the interweb, and we don't want to stay like that, right? Anyway, I think it goes a little something like this. I want to welcome you to Crypto Never Sleeps. In case you're new to this channel, you want to stay on top of the crypto world, but then please hit like, smash, subscribe, so that you can be notified every time we upload new videos, so that you can, and this is important to me, protect your wealth, preserve your wealth, and ultimately increase your wealth. My name is Nico Arachi, and I'm the host of Crypto Never Sleeps. There we go. Today we just get a rocket. Well, first things first, and what we always do is that we go in and look at the level of market manipulation, and I'm down in the corner. So what are we looking at? I like always to point it out, right? We look at some of the big four. We're looking at BTC above 20,000. That's of course, from a symbolic, it's pretty good, right? Up 4%. We haven't seen that for a while, so that's that's good. That's good to see. We got Ethereum at 1,471, up 9%. Wow. We got DOT up 9%, also good. And then we got Cardano. I mean, Cardano's really been, hovering around the 50-cent level, and then down to some 38 cent on the dollar, but now 40. Anyway, what you're seeing, and this is what I always like to point out, that the charts, we're looking at the 15-minute, right? I mean, they mirror each other, right? It's almost like looking at the same thing. And that just goes to show that the market is still fragile, that it is still a small amount of money and a small amount of people really dictating the future finance. But we are here, you and I, we are here because we believe that the future finance is being built on the blockchain right in front of our eyes. Here, I do a little bit different technical analysis, because I suck at technical analysis, and I also don't really believe it, but I do believe in keeping things simple. And until now, so we're looking here at the weekly with the 7-day moving average being in purple. And what we're seeing now is that we're slightly above, can you see? But hey, it's only Tuesday, right? So it could reverse, and then it was just a spike up to the continuation to the downside. I still think we're going to see the 12,000. So even if we are, we could still break through it by Sunday. And if we are breaking through the 7-day moving average, then probably we are going to see, a few weeks above it. Now remember, even if we're never going to see 12,000, we will talk about that. I still long-term believe in the market. And that is why, for those of you, if you are, religiously waiting for Bitcoin to hit 12,000, that's wrong. That's wrong, right? Because, the upside, if we think about 500,000 Bitcoin, then you want to pick them up at 19, 18, 22, right? I'm just saying that when it hits, should it hit 12,000, that's when we use the coins from the back pocket, right? Look at Ethereum. Ethereum has just go back. What is really impressive is that we have seen the volume really increase, right, over the past few months. The volume increase, and that's funny, right? Because the interest in crypto is currently at its low, and many investors are still disappointed, but volume has really picked up. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum has also broken through the 7-day moving average. There we are not seeing such an increase in volume as we see with Bitcoin. And I like that, because until now there have been two correlating, also in terms of volume. And I do believe that Ethereum is really the foundation of future finance. So, but anyway, let's see what's going to happen if it's just a spike up and then further down. That's what we're going to talk about right after we're going to say hello to the chit chat. I think let's just see here first. Have we broken above the 1 billion? 1 trillion? No, still at 971 billion. Let's just scroll down quickly at the watch. Let's see. We will do portfolio manage update, cryptocurrency portfolio update this week, and then we got to talk about things. But wow, volatile, right? I think this could be a dead cat bounce or something like that. But anyway, take the little rallies as they come, brother. That's what I say about this. So, who is here and who would like to have a little chit chat with me? Oh, boo hoo. How are you doing? Julio Mejia, how are you doing? Good to see you. We got Blockchain Betty, she's always here. Boris Freck, how are you? Good to see you. I'm so happy you're here. And especially the guest of AB. Yeah, it's Halloween. Yeah, I should put on a Halloween mask soon, right? Is it today? Tomorrow? I don't know. Mr. Marshall, how are you? And we got Steve Pygmy. I nearly missed the show. I thought it was at. Yeah, I'm sorry. We are not so. We just came from France and we are not so with the time. And I'm sorry. Yes, I don't even know what time it is here now. Simon Sabah, how are you doing? And yeah, Steve Webb is here. I like. We're a little crowd. Edward. I like Edouard Finet. It's funny that you asked me about Annecy. Annecy is a lovely, lovely place. It's a lovely place. And the air is fantastic. The food is fantastic. And I'll be going there in 2 weeks again. So, and I'm so glad you stopped by. How are you doing? And how's your portfolio? And you still investing? Are you sad? Are you happy? Let me know. Anyway, guys, it is time to get into what we need to talk about. And just for those of you who are new to this channel, I like in the streams we do a little chit chat. It's actually, you are more important to me than I am to you, because I get to prepare for this and do research, and I love it. So I also like my little transitions, and then only for the sexy people. But anyway, we need to move on. So here we go. When will Bitcoin hit 12,000? Now, honestly, I have no clue. I do believe there was a prediction, and I think we will go there. When timing is the one thing that is the most difficult when it comes to investing and trading cryptocurrencies. I just want to go back, because when I say we believe or we think it could go down to 12,000, just remember that, yes, from 20,000 to 12,000, that is not so significant, right? Let's see here. We are 20. If we were to go down to 8, yeah, it's down here, to 12. It's 8,000 from 20, right? Of course, it's significant. But if we scroll out and we think we're going to go to 100,000 or 500,000, then you don't want to miss that train, right? That's all I'm saying. So timing the market is really, really difficult. But that is what we are trying to do. Very simplistic approach or analysis today, and I have shared this with you many times, but time is running, and therefore we are getting closer. As you can see here, the last 2 Bitcoin's historical corrections, right? So the first one we have on this slide was between 2013 and 2015. Now we saw Bitcoin hit its high in November 2013 at 1,106 $43. 14 months later, 14 months later, and let me just see here, 14 months later, minus 86%, we were at 152, right? So this correction took 14 months, lost 86% from its all-time high. Then, in December 2017, not so long ago, I guess you probably all remember that, we saw Bitcoin hitting almost 20,000, right? That was in December 2017. 14 months later, down 83%. That was then January 2019. We saw a low 3,220. Right? So far, so good. I think I need to have myself a Bahama Mama moment without Bahama Mama. So if this means anything, we saw in October 2021, last year, we saw a high of 64,000. And now in 2022, the recent low is $17,708, which is only 72% below from its all-time high, which was in October 2021. So very simplistic here, you can see. Very simplistic. You can see that I could imagine. Let me just see. What are we doing here? There we go. There we go. So I could imagine, not imagine, but we can see Bitcoin 12,000 by December 2022. And that would take us, if from 64,000 high, if it would take us down to 12,000, that would be roughly 81% from its all-time high at 64,000. And by December, we would hit the 14 months. I'm just saying. You see, even though, who knows, right? It doesn't mean that we're going to hit it and just going to go up. But if we look in the past, this is approximately, probably not the worst time to enter the market. But even now, when we are down, how much are we down now? Obviously not the 72%, but also a lot, right? But is it going to go down to 12,000? Then I hope that you got some coins in your right pocket, in your left pocket, and especially in the back pocket, if it's going to hit it. It's a very simplistic analysis. Here we go a little bit further back. In 2011, we could see that Bitcoin lost 93% from its all-time high. And then we saw on January 15, 86, 83 in 2017 to 18. And here, currently, I think we could. But what does it impact, right? It has many things that you need to take into consideration. And before we're going to move into further news, I do want to tell you that I believe that currently it's a good time to liquidate staking positions where we have matched an altcoin with a stable coin. Simply because, and we will talk about this on Friday on cryptocurrency portfolio update, but if you have been providing liquidity and you've been happy with 20 to 40% rewards, now that's good, especially good getting that on your stable coin. But if we're going to see a turnaround, which I think eventually will come, you want to take your stable coin from your right pocket or from providing liquidity and you want to put them into the altcoin. Now that's what I'm doing for Betty, right? Remember, I own nothing, I'm okay happy. So one of the biggest things that we are facing is, I do think that we're going to see that, around the world, the fiat systems implode and it needs to be rescued, right? And the CBDC is going to be probably, it's going to be the savior or the new monetary system. So you should always, I've also tried to share this Atlantic Council, because when I go off and I'm not here for a month or two, then you should be able to do your own research. AtlanticCouncil.org really tracks the progress globally of the central bank digital currency. And I can tell you, maybe when it comes to geopolitics, the world is not, in line, in sync, d'accord with each other. But when it comes to setting up a future financial system that is able to interoperate within all participants, they're very much in line. They're friends like Sister Shelly and Brother Jamal. That's all I can say. No disagreements there. Everyone pushing to get the new, get the money on the blockchain. Now, just some recent news that we had today. South African crypto landscape primed for TradeFi growth after FSCA ruling. So after the South Africa's Financial Sector Conduct Authority amended its Financial Advisory Act from 2002 to define crypto assets in the country as financial products. So most importantly, the definition means that cryptocurrencies can now be offered by financial service providers, both domestic and international, given that they're licensed in South Africa. I mean, this is just, it's not a small example, it's one of many examples how we are seeing this transition, and it needs to be first within the financial industry, service providers, regulators, and then subsequently we are going to see everything else, all enterprises, everything we deal with will then subsequently also migrate onto the blockchain. Some real big news, you could say, and that comes from the Bank for International Settlements. Now, I don't know if you know, Bank for International Settlements is obviously the mother of all central banks. And, you know, I'm a big fan of their managing director, August. You know, it always surprises me how good he gets things done, right? He's sleepy. But anyway, I guess he got a good team. So the Bank for International Settlements, the Hong Kong Monetary Authority, and the United Nations Climate Change Global Innovation Hub presented the results of their Genesis 2.0 initiative. So the project aims to explore the use of blockchain, smart contracts, and the Internet of Things, IoT, for a global environment cause. I don't really want to go into this today. We know that the world is going green. I hope you go green, right? I mean, it's important to go green. And actually, it's funny, right? When you try to book a flight ticket, have you noticed that? And you go into these aggregators, and then usually they will show you like the cheapest, or maybe the, you know, the shortest, and the one with the least layovers. But now you can also buy the one that the greenest option, right? with the lowest CO emission. Yeah, well, you know, I always choose the one. You should too. It's important. It's important to go green, right? So let's move on. We will talk more about that, you know, down the line. A little bit of cryptocurrency news. We need to talk about that too. Matic, right? Matic. I mean, we're so lucky. This actually, we also got to thank CryptoDema today for making this presentation. I think he has really made it good. Not too many news, so thank you. And it was also Dima who told me, you know, he's kind of like our, how do you say, production chief. And he was also the one who told me to make Matic here a few days ago. And since we kind of recommended it, I mean, it's been skyrocketing. But I am going to say that was lucky, right? That was lucky. But thank you, Dima. Lots of love to you. And if anybody saw the video, I hope you liked it. So, well, so Matic has been rising nearly 30% after Nubank, a Brazilian fintech company, confirmed Polygon network for its blockchain and digital token, dubbed NuCoin. I mean, I think that Matic is going to do, it's going to have a lot of fun, right? Remember, it's a layer 2 scaling solution on the base layer Ethereum. And I think they got a lot of potential. So, you know, and why don't we just stop a second and actually go in and have a look at Matic's chart? I think that's what we should do, because, you know, sometimes I forget we're a crypto channel, right? And we should actually talk about good coins potential. We're going to talk a lot about that now in the upcoming weeks, because now, I'm telling you guys, now is the time to identify quality over quantity. So we are only going to talk about which coins we are adding. So what I want to show you here, because I think this could be the trend that we're going to see. And what I'm talking about is, you can see Matic had its high of $2.92. Now it's at 92 cents, and it had its low at 33 cents. I am not sure, and I think there's going to be a lot of quality coins that have already started their, not descent, but the takeoff, right? I think a lot of them, a lot of quality coins have already seen their lowest lows. I really believe that. Let me see if I can get a little bigger here, and if we can do a little, you know, just some little fun magic. Let me see, here? No, here. So you can see this here, right? There. I think that a lot of protocols, a lot of coins, they have already seen their lows. That doesn't mean that Bitcoin or Ethereum, they could probably still go down and see 12,000 in Bitcoin. But these top quality protocols have already seen their lows. That's what I think. And also, if you go back and if you were to compare with them seeing their highs, most of these quality protocols had their high prior to Bitcoin and Ethereum and then would start descending before Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we are going to talk a lot about that in the upcoming, because I think this is important, and that is why you don't want to miss the train, but you also don't want to get into early. Let's see. I mean, it could be that this is a spike up and bam down, but let's see. What do you say, guys? Let's just give me a quick Bahama Mama moment. So here we go. Yeah, not so much. It's a Bahama Mama today without Bahama. Another news of the day that we have here is from Filecoin, right? I like Filecoin. Filecoin launches Web3 data storage solution for carbon assets. I mean, everything got to be green these days, right? Also, I mean, you should see my green screen behind me. Anyway, the company is set to address the shortcomings of traditional carbon storage solutions by marrying blockchain's granular tracking functionality with the information sharing infrastructure of the Web3. So Filecoin Green launched CO2.storage, a Web3 data storage solution which intends to enable transparency for carbon offsets, addresses traditional solutions for all types of digital environmental assets and renewable energy credits. You see, so that reminds me a little bit that thing we just spoke about, right? When you want to purchase a flight on an aggregator, where they show you the one with the least amount of CO2 offset, and now they're also gonna do something similar. So you gotta choose your decentralized storage provider wisely. The one with the lowest, the greenest one. Well, I can tell you that from my point of view, the greenest one, the best one with the highest potential, is really none other than, what I'm talking about, Cross Network. And this actually goes into a little bit of Polkadot and Kusama news. So Cross Shadow won the Kusama auction number 57, but so Cross implements the incentive layer protocol for decentralized storage. It's all about decentralized storage in the next coming cycle. It is adaptable to multiple storage layer protocols such as IPFS and provides support for the application layer. Cross's architecture also has the capability of supporting a decentralized computing layer and building a decentralized cloud ecosystem. I mean, it's all about, decentralization and application. So I think here, to prove the point, I took a screenshot of, from Ethereum, right? What is it here? The Ethereum website. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They actually have 6 decentralized storage providers that they endorse. Now, what you cannot see here is Arweave. I'm a big fan of Arweave. But further than that, it's Filecoin, it's Skynet, it's StoreJ, it's ZeroChain, and it's Cross Network. I mean, I believe there's real potential that Cross Network could become a real high flyer. So why don't we just go and have a quick look at Cross Network. Now, remember, there's Cross Shadow and Cross Network. Cross Shadow is on Kusama, and Cross Network is on Polkadot. So, but let's just look here, because we're looking at the one on Kusama, I think, right? So currently, this sexy coin is trading at 0.0046 minicent, which is really little. We know that. And if we look at this here. I mean, look how down that is, right? Just been going down, south. Down south. But, let me just see if we can down here a little. I like to look. And here we can see it has a market cap of almost nothing. A market cap of 463,000. I mean, Betty could buy that up in a split if she wanted to, really. But she's, we're averaging in, and you can see that it is currently down 97% from its all-time high, which was recorded a year ago. It's not financial advice. You know I'm not allowed to do that. And in reality, I don't know shit about crypto. Right? Where is it? I gotta run that one more time. I don't know shit about crypto. And it's not financial advice. God knows. However, it is funny to calculate, right? If it's down 97% from its all-time high, you bang, you get yourself some tokens like that in the right pocket, in the left pocket. I'm not talking about there are many coins like that, right? I also do believe that when we're going to see the next cycle, I could imagine that as we have in the past, once we have the new cycle, we tend to go times X of the past all-time high, right? So we saw Bitcoin hitting 20,000, right, in 2021, and then it went to 60, right? So probably next time it could go 6 tall add, so it's like 6 times 3, 6 tall add, so it can be probably around 200,000. Now, if that's going to happen across the board, then we should not look at the previous all-time highs as only as an indication. But the rule, or how it used to be, is that we should see it go 3 times higher the past all-time high. I hope that makes sense. I'm a little confused myself. So anyway, there we go across network. What's the next thing I want to go into? Yeah, we are almost at the end of our little show today. But you know that we have done a little, a few, series called Investors Reality. Stole the name a little bit from Traders Reality because I think Tino is a legend. However, it's very different than what Tino provides. I do believe that in order to be a successful investor, you need to understand geopolitics. And I think a good example that we have currently from yesterday is this dirty bomb that was found in Ukraine. And I just want to, briefly go over it. So, and I don't have an opinion on this yet, and that is important. Because geopolitics is all about seeing the world, globally and trying to read between the lines, which is very difficult, I have to say. But let's see. So what happened? We still have this war in Ukraine. What happened yesterday is that Russia claims Ukraine could use dirty bomb, but this is dismissed by West and branded nuclear blackmail. Basically what it says is here, it doesn't matter if this dirty nuclear bomb is gonna go off. Russia is gonna say the West did it. The West is gonna say Russia is doing a false flag operation. I mean, regardless if this bomb is gonna come or not, we already know that they're gonna blame each other, and you and I, honestly, will never know the truth. That's a bit of a shit show, right? But that is the reality. So I don't know if you heard about it, but Russia yesterday, and they announced it and invited the United Nations, and they said that Ukraine could use this dirty nuclear bomb. But the West, they say they don't want to hear anything about that, and saying that nobody should listen to. So Russian claims Ukraine could use a dirty bomb in the war have been branded nuclear blackmail and dismissed by the West. So with its forces facing a string of battlefield defeats and a risk of being rooted in the south, the Kremlin has pushed allegations that Kiev could use such a blast on its own territory. Let me see here. What are we going to... Yep. On its own territory without offering evidence, right? So the UK, the US of A, the France, they've rejected the claims as transparently false and said that the world would see through any attempt to use it as a pretext for escalation. And that's all we got to say, because I really don't have a view on this yet. All I wanted to let you know is that we, the people, even though we have the voice, we are being lied to from the right and from the left. But let's talk about that in the chat. So this is it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And as I said, we got CryptoCog. How you doing? All I wanted to say is that geopolitics, we need to worry about it, because I think that a lot of global leaders, they're taking us all in a direction that perhaps many of us, we the people, don't want to go. And when there's so much lie that you can't even, I mean, I guess the media or countries, they've always lied. That's why it's called propaganda, right? But I hope that you and I together, that we can try to maneuver in between all the nonsense, try to get some clarity. I'm not here really to, go against the establishment. I'm here so that you and I, we can make some money. That's really the goal with this channel. Try to understand, make some money so that you and I, we can become among the 1%. And that's all I got to say about that. I love you. I'm happy you were here. Really, thank you so much. We got Lee here. I'm happy you're here, man. It's always good to see, the family, the old boys, the boys, all of us who are here from the beginning. And I know, even if one of you you have to go away for a month or two, and you're tired of my sorry ass face, it doesn't matter, as long as you know that the future finance is being built right in front of our eyes, and we will get to the 1% together. I love you so much. I hope to see you tomorrow, right? I'm going to do my best to be here. Anyways, stay safe, stay strong, love yourself first, and don't forget, you are number one in my life.